I'm gonna speak to American Dave. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Dave.
All right, Dave-o.
Dave.
Hey, can you hear me?
Got you, Dave. How are you?
Hey guys, good. So yeah, I'm an American via Romania, but nonetheless, somehow I ended up being an Arsenal fan when I was a kid. So you may as well start a violin for me because I'm not sure I can get around it. But I've been emotionally.
No, we won't play the violin, mate. We won't. No. We won't do that.
Don't
to you,
do it,
Dave.
lads.
No, we won't do it.
That's all right.
No, don't do it.
So listen, these quotes, I was just texting with the radio host here. Perfect. The quotes are brutal, guys. What am I going to say? The last one especially, it is very, very bad. And I like Mikel, and I like being competitive, and I've liked being competitive. After the last 3 to 4 years of the Wenger reign, but these quotes were so bad tonight. Yes, I agree with you on that, Mikel, yeah. But here's the thing. I mean, this is all I can say is that my hope, and this is my biggest worry, because I'm not an Arteta out guy or anything close to that yet.
Yeah.
Because ultimately you have to ask yourself who comes in.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to do a better job with this?
Yeah.
And my fear is this, is that with Edu gone, this stubbornness to bring in a recognized number 9 or close to, my worry is that comes from him.
Yeah.
But isn't Andrea Burton the new man to come in to do that job?
Well, no. That's where I was going, Cundy, is that hopefully this transfer window will tell us right quick that if this was in fact Arteta at the driving this bus, and maybe that's a little bit why Edu had some issues and ended up leaving with not bringing a real difference maker in, then it's going to be a real problem. Because this squad, as it's currently constructed, I think you'd be a fool to think at this point in time, after the last 3 seasons of coming up short in painful ways, and this year, look, it's hard to argue we're not going backwards, at least to some degree. I wish I could, but I can't.
Yep.
The Champions League would have been the saving grace, but unfortunately it's not. And this late season swoon, I think, it's a reflection of what we don't have. And, Darren Bent just talked about it after the game. You guys, well, not you guys so much because you enjoy the pain that all of us Gunners feel.
No, we don't.
No, we don't enjoy it.
Yeah,
no, we don't enjoy it.
I know.
Maybe a little bit.
PSG's a good team. PSG's a good team.
Yeah, good team.
Good team, PSG.
But listen,
good player, Donnarumma.
That's the reality. He is. They are. They were better. The quotes are very cringy. I hope that ultimately, even, Thomas Partey, everybody was desperate to have him back. I loved him. Made a huge mistake tonight. Hopefully Zubimendi comes in. Hopefully we bring in Sesko, a real difference maker, and they go again. Look, the reality is this, boys, is that pre-COVID, 19, 18, 17, 16, those seasons were so bad, if Arsenal fans are honest with themselves, that the reality is that you do end up sounding like some of the guys before me in the last 45 minutes where you're still kind of like, well, crap, we didn't win anything. It's disappointing, but at least we're kind of there or thereabouts because for basically half a decade or longer, we weren't even at the table. We were definitely at the kids' table.
Dave, right, mate, listen, I'm going to go to Will. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, Will?
All right, Will.
No, not all right. Definitely not tonight. Absolutely devastated. Very, very upset. You can play the violin.
We have no control over the violin guy.
Maybe make me feel a bit better,
Would you make your manager? Because I've got to be honest, mate. I'm not having it.
I am actually on his side. Actually,
what are you on about?
I think we were the better team definitely tonight. I think at home they probably edged it.
Edged it?
Their goalkeeper, yeah. They edged it. Yeah, they did. We were very unfortunate. We had a goal disallowed, which was inches offside. It's just such fine margins.
Yeah.
And he did.
Fine margins. They beat you 3-1.
He made no, not at all.
What do you mean?
Not at all.
Yeah.
What was that?
They beat you 3-1.
Yeah.
What you mean over the course of the?
Yeah, you said it's fine margins over the course of 2 legs. They beat you 3-1.
It is fine margins. It is fine margins. Their goalkeeper was unbelievable.
Oh, it's his job.
I've seen big clubs like Man United and Liverpool, win the competition because the opposition goalkeeper has had a mare.
Oh, do me a favour, mate.
Well, over 2 legs. Over 2 legs, you're going to use that.
No, they deserve to win because the point of the game is to score the goals. They deserve to win.
Yeah.
But whether they were the side, I don't think there was much. A whole lot in it.
Honestly, you Arsenal fans, you're deluded.
Well, you're just a mini.
Delusional, mate. What are you going on about? You got beat by the better team. They pumped you.
You say you Arsenal fans, but if you listen to all the people talking on the radio, everyone has different opinions. So it isn't you Arsenal
but there's
fans.
a lot of them. Yeah, but
everyone would agree with me.
No, but you Arsenal fan. I'm talking about you. You're the problem.
Yeah.
This is why everyone hates Arsenal. You people like you. You can't come on here and say you got beat by the better team. Your manager's been arrogant. He's come out and he's given all this rubbish, saying that we were the better side. PSG bench said we were the better side. What are you on about? You got beat by the better team.
No, Bournemouth was the better team when we played them the other day, and they deservedly beat us. You know, I'm not disputing that. So I'm not saying, there's not every game. We had a lot of chances throughout. PSG did have a lot of chances when they came to us.
So you only got yourselves to blame then?
Yeah. I do.
Well then say that. Why doesn't he say that?
People was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but you've only got yourself to blame.
Yeah, we do. But I do think
just score
there is
then.
luck involved. No, there is luck involved.
Where's
There
the luck?
really is.
Where's the luck? What luck was involved over the 2 legs?
Well, the fine,
Now, where's the luck?
Their goalkeeper.
Not lucky.
Come on.
What's lucky?
What's lucky about him being a top keeper?
Unbelievable.
What's lucky about him being a top keeper?
Yeah,
You're in the last stage of the Champions League.
Will, you're talking rubbish, matey. You're saying it's luck you did. So the reason you didn't go through is because of bad luck.
Yeah, I do think that. I think you do need luck to win trophies.
Well, where's the bad luck then? I need to know where your bad luck is.
Well, the bad luck is their goalkeeper was having the game of his life.
And that's down to luck?
That is. I think so.
Where's the luck in it, though?
You know, the offside in the first leg, being just slightly offside.
Honestly.
What are you going on about?
You lot.
Honestly, what are you going on about?
Is it no one? Honestly, I'm seething.
It's lucky that Donnarumma's a top goalkeeper. Is it they're lucky because that tonight he's had a great game and you're unlucky? Yeah. That's it. Oh, that's it. We're unlucky. We was unlucky. What are you talking about? You got beat by the better team. They got a better goalkeeper than you. You didn't put the ball in the back of the net. You didn't hit the back of the net.
There's no luck.
There's no luck involved.
Nothing to do with
in the fact that they've got a top goalkeeper.
I said they deserve to win.
No, but
I said that.
But you're trying to say that they were lucky.
But you're saying now.
And actually, this discussion about Mikel Arteta, like
the arrogant Arteta.
If he doesn't win a cup next, I mean, that's such a silly question. It's not about that. It's about the context of whether they
luck.
No, it's such fine margins. It's what.
What's that got to do with luck, though?
If you're competing, obviously this year was a dip. This season was a dip. Yeah. It was. But when you're progressing, it's not going to be straight uphill, is it? It's not going to be all the way up. You're not going to, constantly, be doing well as you're growing.
Well, you're tying yourself up in knots, mate, so we'll let you go.
There was nothing lucky tonight about PSG.
No.
There's no luck involved over 2 legs.
There was no lucky decision that went their way. There was no luck involved in the way the referee handled the game or something that they got lucky with.
I mean, you can maybe...
It's a top side with a top goalkeeper. Beat you. Fair and square.
I don't get
over
that.
2 legs.
Someone's got to explain that to me about how a goalkeeper performing is lucky. Goalkeeper turning up making saves is lucky.
Doing his job.
Why is that lucky? Someone's got to explain that to me.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.